Hey guys, so in honor of Halloween, I thought I would break out my ever so wonderful Halloween hat. And because I'm going to read to you a children's story. This is Heckedy Peg by Audrey. And when I got this book from the library, as I was reading it, I just kept thinking, holy cow, this is just like all of those faith-based mamapreneurs that I work with. This is us. And because it's a story about Heckedy Peg, who is a witch, I've got to wear my witch hat, right? So, okay, so bear with me here. This story is fantastic. You may well find yourselves wanting to check this out at the library too. So Heckedy Peg. I gotta put this right. Okay, there's his mama. Down the dusty roads and far away, a poor mother once lived with her 7 children named Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Every day before the mother went to market, her children helped with all the chores. One morning when they were finished, the mother said, "Because you're such good children, you may ask for anything you want and I will bring it home from the market." So there she is, all the kids helping out. The children were overjoyed and they knew exactly what they wanted. Monday asked for a tub of butter, Tuesday asked for a pocket knife, Wednesday asked for a china pitcher, Thursday asked for a pot of honey, Friday asked for a tin of salt, Saturday asked for crackers, and Sunday asked for a bowl of egg pudding. There's all these kids. This is so cute. The mother kissed her children goodbye and said, "Now be careful and remember, don't let a stranger in and don't touch fire." The children locked the door behind her and began to play. And for all of us working mamas, you know how that is, how you leave the kids home alone and you just hope and pray they don't do anything wrong. So here goes the mother off to the market. Before long, a witch hobbled up the road pulling a heavy cart. She rapped at the window and called out, "I'm Heckedy Peg. I've lost my leg. Let me in." "We can't," the children called. "Mother told us to not let a stranger in." Heckedy Peg took a pipe from her cape and stuck it in her mouth. "Come on, sweet chickens," she called. "All I need is a light for my pipe. Bring me a burning straw." "We can't," the children called. "Mother told us to not touch fire." Heckedy Peg reached in her cart and pulled out a sack. "I'm sure your mother won't mind," she said. "Look, if you let me in and light my pipe, I'll give you this." Leaning out the window, the children looked into the sack and they couldn't believe their eyes. "Gold!" they cried. "For a sack of gold, we'll let you in and light your pipe." So the only 2 things that the mom said was, don't talk to strangers, and so don't let anybody in, and don't light fire. And the kids were totally swayed by a sack of gold. So here they go, letting the witch inside. The children unlocked the door and let the witch in. They ran to the hearth and brought back burning sticks of straw to light her pipe. But when it was lit, Heckedy Peg threw the pipe on the floor and shouted, "Now I've got you." And with that, the witch turned the children into food. Monday became bread, Tuesday became pie, Wednesday became milk, Thursday became porridge, Friday became fish, Saturday became cheese, and Sunday became roast rib. You can see here all the children are morphing. Like right here, you've got this, where am I pointing? Right here, you've got this little girl who's going into the bread or into the cheese or the prime rib. Okay, so remember the mom said, don't let anybody in and don't light fire. And that's exactly what they did, and look at what happened. Heckedy Peg gathered up the food and loaded it in her cart. Without looking back, she pulled the cart down the road, over the bridge, through the town, across the field, and deep into the woods of her hut. Okay. So Heckedy Pegs hauled off the kids, and soon the mother returned home carrying a large basket. In it were all the things her children wanted: a tub of butter for Monday, a pocket knife for Tuesday, a china pitcher for Wednesday, a pot of honey for Thursday, a tin of salt for Friday, crackers for Saturday, and a bowl of egg pudding for Sunday. "Children," she called, but no one answered. The mother found the witch's broken pipe and burnt pieces of straw on the floor, and tears flowed from her eyes. "Who has taken my children?" she cried. A blackbird who had seen everything took pity on the mother and hopped down on the window sill. "Follow me," the bird chirped. "It's Heckedy Peg. She's lost her leg," and they let her in. Grabbing her basket, the mother followed the blackbird down the road, over the bridge, through the town, across the field, and deep into the woods to the witch's hut. This poor mama, working hard, comes home to find her kids gone. Heckedy Peg had just sat down to supper and was about to take her first bite, and she heard a loud knock at the door. Look at this huge feast that Heckedy Peg's going to enjoy. "Let me in," the mother called. "I want my children back." "You can't come in," said Heckedy Peg. "Your shoes are dirty." "Then I'll take them off," the mother said, and so she did. "Let me in," the mother called. "I want my children back." "You can't come in," said Heckedy Peg. "Your socks are dirty." "Then I'll take them off," the mother said, and so she did. "Let me in," the mother called. "I want my children back." "You still can't come in," said Heckedy Peg. "Your feet are dirty." "Well, then I'll cut them off," the mother said, and she went away as if to do so. But instead, the mother hid her legs behind her and crawled back to the witch's door. "Let me in," the mother called. "I want my children back." When Heckedy Peg looked down, she thought the mother had no feet, so she let her in. So right here, here's the mom knocking, and then here she is. Oops, going the wrong way. The feet tucked underneath her, right here. Okay. Sorry, it's a little bit hard to do this backwards. The witch pointed to the table. "Here are your children," she said. "If you can't guess them right the first time, I'll eat them for my supper." Keeping her feet tucked beneath her, the mother crawled to the table. How would she ever guess which food was which child? In despair, the mother looked at her basket. "Here are the things my children wanted," she thought, "and now they'll never have them." "Hurry," said the witch. "I'm hungry." The mother looked at the food on the table. "Speak up," said the witch. "My supper grows cold." Suddenly, the mother knew what to do. Taking the things from her basket, she said, "I know my children by what they want. Bread wants butter, that's Monday. Pie wants knife, that's Tuesday. Milk wants pitcher, that's Wednesday. Porridge wants honey, that's Thursday. Fish wants salt, that's Friday. Cheese wants crackers, that's Saturday. And roast rib wants egg pudding, that's Sunday." So here she is. She's figuring out all the food and which child based off of what they wanted. Quick as a wink, the children turned back into themselves. They hugged and kissed their mother and hugged and kissed themselves. Yay, what a grand reunion. Before they all got eaten up. Well, jumping to her feet, the mother cried, "I've got my children back, Heckedy Peg. Now you'll be sorry you ever took them." She chased the witch around the hut, out of the woods, across the field, through the town, and into the bridge, or onto the bridge. See, here's the mother right here with all of her kids behind her. And then here they're chasing Heckedy Peg. She's out on that bridge. And Heckedy Peg jumped off the bridge and was never seen again. The end. So the reason why I love this Heckedy Peg book and why I'm willing to don this ridiculously overlarged witch hat to talk about this is that I was thinking about how much this totally applies to faith-based mamapreneurs. We are working our guts out. We're going to work. We're making good things happen. We make good things happen in our homes, right? Just like this sweet mother who helped her household to get clean and then left her kids, right? And she goes and she tells the kids, don't do two things. And they did both, right? So they let a stranger in and they also played with fire. And when the mother comes back and she had the presents that she was going to share with her children, she finds her kids gone. But luckily she had somebody who had kept an eye on things. And when I think about that little blackbird that helped her to know where her kids went, I was thinking about how that's our other good friends that we surround us with, that they pay attention and we help each other out. We keep an eye on each other's kids. And that mother, she went and she did everything that she needed to do to get those children back from that witch. And what I love about this story is when you think about how that applies to us, that we're working hard, we're taking care of our households, we're raising our children, and then when things go astray with our kids, we go after them and we get them back because we love them. They're our very, very special, special children. And so I want you to think about that for yourself during this holiday season of Halloween, how much and it is important that you build those solid working relationships with your children and that you go after your kids and you take care of them and you do whatever it takes, even if it means pretending to cut off your feet. Now, the mother obviously didn't do that, but she was smart and she knew what she needed to do so she could get those kids back and to get inside. And so anyhow, I just wanted to share that fun little story with you. Again, it's called Heckedy Peg. It's by Audrey. I just checked it out at the library. And so This might be a fun story for you to read with your kids if they can handle witches. Some kids can't handle witches depending on the age, but the morals of the stories in here are just fantastic, and there's so much in here, and I personally love it when I'm reading books to my little 4-year-old, things that I get something out of the book just as much as she does as well too. It's a great way to multitask, right, and get the most out of that moment. I'm going to read books to her anyhow. Why not have them be great books for her to learn from and for me to enjoy as well? In the comments, you guys, share with me if you know about the Heckedy Peg story, or if there's another book that you love, another children's book. I think it's kind of fun for us to share. And remember always, as you're going through life, that God has a message for you. So listen up, my friends, and do those things that you're prompted to do. And it might be the Holy Ghost is being that little blackbird that's prompting you on what to do so that you can go save your children as well. Thanks so much, my friends. See you next time.